Hey there! Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those days, or maybe one of those weeks, where you just feel completely stuck with your English? You're studying, you're trying, but it feels like you're not making any progress. The motivation just disappears, right? And you start thinking, what's the point? This is too hard. Maybe I should just quit. I know that feeling so well. It's a lonely and frustrating place to be. But what if I told you that feeling of difficulty, that pain, is actually the secret ingredient to your success? Today, we're diving deep into a powerful English phrase and mindset that completely changed the way I approach learning. No pain, no gain. It's the idea that real improvement only happens when we push through challenges. We're not just going to learn this phrase. We're going to learn how to live it, how to use it to fuel our motivation every single day. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to turn those moments of frustration into fuel for your fluency. Are you ready to change your mindset and supercharge your English learning? Let's do this! This whole idea of no pain, no gain, takes me back to a time a few years ago when I was on the verge of giving up on something I really wanted. It wasn't English, but the lesson was exactly the same. A few years back, I decided I wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I had this romantic image in my head, sitting around a campfire, playing songs for my friends. It looked so effortless when I saw other people do it. So I bought a beautiful, shiny acoustic guitar, a book for beginners, and I was so excited. The first day was fun. I learned how to hold it, learned the names of the strings. But then came the chords. My fingers felt so clumsy and weak. I had to press down on these thin metal strings so hard that the tips of my fingers were screaming in pain. And the sound that came out? It wasn't music. It was this awful, buzzing, muted noise. I practiced for an hour, and my fingers were red and throbbing. The next day, it was even worse. My fingertips were so sensitive that just touching the strings felt like a punishment. I spent a whole week like this. An hour of practice, followed by 23 hours of sore fingers and a deep feeling of failure. All I could play was a clunky, out-of-tune C chord. That romantic image of the campfire musician felt like a ridiculous joke. I remember sitting on my bed staring at the guitar. It looked like it was mocking me. I thought, this is impossible. My fingers aren't made for this. I'm just not talented. I was so close to putting it back in its case and selling it. That evening, I was complaining to a friend who is a great musician. I showed him my sore fingers and told him I was quitting. He just listened patiently, and when I was done, he smiled and said, "Ah, yes. The pain phase. It means you're doing it right." I was confused. He explained, "Your fingertips are soft. They need to build up calluses, tough little pads of skin. The pain you're feeling is literally your body adapting. It's the proof that you're changing. You can't get the calluses without the pain. No pain, no gain, my friend." That hit me like a lightning bolt. No pain, no gain. The very thing that I saw as a sign of failure, the pain, was actually a sign of progress. It was a necessary part of the journey, so I changed my mindset. The next day, when I picked up the guitar and my fingers hurt, instead of thinking, I'm failing, I thought, I'm building my calluses. I'm getting stronger. It was still hard, and it still hurt, but now the pain had a purpose. Slowly but surely, the calluses formed. My fingers got stronger. And one day, I played a G chord, and it rang out clear and beautiful. It was the most amazing sound I had ever heard. From there, I learned more chords, I got faster, and eventually, I was playing actual songs. It was never easy, but that shift in perspective made all the difference. I learned that the struggle isn't something to avoid. It's something to embrace as evidence that you're growing. So, just like with my guitar journey, the hard parts of learning English are where the real growth happens. How can we use this mindset to keep us going? Let's learn a few key phrases that will help. First up is the big one itself. No pain, no gain. This is your new mantra. It's a proverb that means you must work hard and suffer a bit to achieve something. When you're struggling with a grammar rule or can't find the right words, you can say this to yourself to remember that the struggle is productive. It's the feeling of your brain calluses forming. Memorizing these irregular verbs is so hard, but no pain, no gain. Okay, let's say it with some power. Imagine you're climbing a mountain and you're tired, but you're not giving up. Repeat after me. Our second phrase is what you say when you start seeing the results of your hard work. It's starting to pay off. The pain is leading to gain. You use this when you realize your effort is creating positive changes. Maybe you understood a joke in a movie for the first time, or had a short conversation without panicking. That's your hard work paying off. I've been practicing listening every day, and I finally understood the news report. It's starting to pay off. This one should feel good to say. Let's try it. A little smile on your face as you say it. Go for it. And our third phrase is for making a promise to yourself. When you feel like quitting, you need to say, I'm going to stick with it. To stick with something means to continue doing it and not give up. This is a powerful declaration of your commitment. It tells your brain that quitting is not an option. This book is difficult to read in English, but I'm going to stick with it until the end. Okay, this one is a promise. Say it with conviction. Really mean it. Let's hear it. Fantastic work. You're really getting this. Now, are you ready to test yourself with a quick question? Let's see what you've learned. Look at the screen. Which sentence is correct? Your friend is frustrated because they can't understand a fast English conversation. What's the best phrase to encourage them? Option A, it's starting to pay off. Option B, I'm gonna stick with it. Option C, I know it's tough, but no pain, no gain. The answer is C. That's right. No pain, no gain is the perfect thing to say to motivate someone else who is finding things difficult. Great job if you got that right. Excellent. Now, theory is one thing, but real life is another. Let's listen to a conversation to hear how these phrases are used naturally. First, we'll listen at a normal, fast speed.
Hey, Melissa, you got a minute? I'm really struggling with this new project management software.
Oh yeah, Alex. What's up? I heard it's a bit complicated.
Complicated is an understatement. I spent 2 hours this morning just trying to create a simple task list. I feel like I'm wasting so much time. I'm tempted to just go back to using spreadsheets.
I get it. It's always tough learning a new system. But you know what they say? No pain, no gain. The whole department is switching over, so we've got to learn it.
I know. It's just so frustrating. My brain hurts. I don't feel like I'm making any progress at all.
You are. You just can't see it yet. Remember yesterday you couldn't even log in properly? Today you're creating tasks. That's a step forward.
Huh, I guess you're right. I did figure out how to add team members and set deadlines this afternoon. That felt pretty good.
See? It's starting to pay off. Once you get the hang of the basics, it'll become second nature. It's supposed to make our workflow way more efficient in the long run.
I hope so. It's hard to see the gain part right now. All I feel is the key pain.
That's the moment where you have to decide. Are you going to give up or push through?
You're right. Okay, I'm not a quitter. It's difficult, but I'm going to stick with it. I'll block off another hour tomorrow to go through the tutorials.
That's the spirit. Hey, I figured out the reporting feature yesterday. If you want, I can walk you through it tomorrow afternoon. It's actually pretty cool once you see what it can do.
Really? That would be amazing. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it.
No problem. We're in this together.
Great. Did you catch all of that? They speak pretty quickly, don't they? No worries at all if you missed some parts. Let's listen to that exact same conversation again, but this time much more slowly.
Hey, Melissa, you got a minute? I'm really struggling with this new project management software.
Oh yeah, Alex. What's up? I heard it's a bit complicated.
Complicated is an understatement. I spent 2 hours this morning just trying to create a simple task list. I feel like I'm wasting so much time. I'm tempted to just go back to using spreadsheets.
I get it. It's always tough learning a new system. But you know what they say? No pain, no gain. The whole department is switching over, so we've got to learn it.
I know. It's just so frustrating. My brain hurts. I don't feel like I'm making any progress at all.
You are. You just can't see it yet. Remember yesterday you couldn't even log in properly? Today you're creating tasks. That's a step forward.
I guess you're right. I did figure out how to add team members and set deadlines this afternoon. That felt pretty good.
See? It's starting to pay off. Once you get the hang of the basics, it'll become second nature. It's supposed to make our workflow way more efficient in the long run.
I hope so. It's hard to see the cane part right now. All I feel is the pie.
That's the moment where you have to decide. Are you going to give up or push through?
You're right. Okay, I'm not a quitter. It's difficult, but I'm going to stick with it. I'll block off another hour tomorrow to go through the tutorials.
That's the spirit. Hey, I figured out the reporting feature yesterday. If you want, I can walk you through it tomorrow afternoon. It's actually pretty cool once you see what it can do.
Really? That would be amazing. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it.
No problem. We're in this together.
See how those phrases fit so naturally into the conversation? Fantastic work listening so carefully. Let's do a super quick review of what we learned today. First, when things get tough, remember your mantra. No pain, no gain. The struggle means you're growing. Second, when you notice an improvement, no matter how small, celebrate it by saying, "It's starting to pay off." And third, when you want to quit, make a promise to yourself and say, "I'm going to stick with it." Okay, now it's your turn to be the hero of your own story. I have a small mission for you this week. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is this. Find one small thing in your English practice this week that feels difficult or uncomfortable. Maybe it's speaking to a stranger, watching a movie clip without subtitles, or writing a short paragraph about your day. When you feel that pain, I want you to say, "No pain, no gain," out loud. Then, come back here and leave a comment telling me what your challenge was and how you felt. I want to hear all about it. You can do this. I believe in you. And that's a wrap for today, my amazing English learners. I am so incredibly proud of you for showing up and investing in yourself. Please, please remember that every time you struggle, every time it feels hard, you are getting stronger. You are building those brain calluses. You are on the right path. If this lesson helped you today, it would mean the world to me if you gave it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you and I can meet here again for our next lesson. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, keep practicing and stay motivated. Bye for now.